man. It's the Megazord. Do I regret buying it? A little. Did I need it? No. Did I want it? Part of me did. What am I going to do with it? It's a fucking toy. Oh, yeah, this is the Megazord from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, as you can see right there. I was a kid. I loved Power Rangers. I went to go see the movie. I have the little Power Rangers pops. I'm not a super huge Power Ranger fan. I stopped watching after season 3. I don't like the White Ranger, the Ninjas, or the Thunder Zords. I like this one. This is the Zord. This is the coolest one. This one. Okay, when I was a kid, they had this Megazord, and it was the Megazord where all 5, it came with all 5 Zords, and they could all combine just like on the TV show and become the Megazord. And I wanted that when I was a kid. A family friend of mine named Kristen and Ryan, if you're watching, Kristen and Ryan, they got it. I know, I've seen it. I saw them. They had it. I didn't get it. 1993 came and went. I didn't get it. Or maybe it was 94 or 5. I don't remember what year it was. But I didn't get it. I didn't get the Megazord. 20 years later, I bought this. This is the 20th anniversary. What is it? Power Rangers 20th anniversary Legacy Megazord. This is basically a reissue. I don't know the word. A rerun of the original toy, just with a few changes. Like it's got metal in there. It's got, what does it say? It says it has die-cast metal parts, metallic paint, and it doesn't have as many stickers as the original one did. Now, this one is basically the same as that, except it can move. Like, it's more of an action figure than that, is because that thing only its arms move up and down, and that's pretty much it. But it was awesome. I loved it. This is the ultimate. I'm going to open this one first, and then we're going to see what I'm talking about. So that's what's in it. It has all 5 of the Megazords, or the Zords, whatever you call them, the Zords. This is where the cannons are. I put them away. Going in order. Mastodon, Pterodactyl, Triceratops, Sabretooth, Tiger, and Tyrannosaurus. No Dragon Sword. So I have to get that. Alright, so anyway, we're going to open it. I'm just going to go through each and every one of them and check them out. Starting with the Mastodon, because that's the one that goes first, because the black guy goes first. Which means he technically goes last. So, racist undertones, anybody? Okay, so there's the Mastodon. Or Mammoth in Japan. I think it's called the Mammoth. Whatever, because it's like the Mammoth shield, but it's a Mastodon. Doesn't matter, it's not a dinosaur. Okay. So as you can see, it looks pretty good. It looks very much like this show. There's the feet. Unfortunately, the feet do not move, but they are, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the feet are metal. The bottoms of the feet are metal. One thing interesting is that this one, again, this is basically the same as this Megazord up here. Just each of them is their own action figure. They move, they do stuff, unlike the other ones. The feet do not move, like in the show, but that's okay. The difference between this one and that one is that it has coverings on the back. And the other one, they're exposed, and I'll show you later. Also, the head is black, not gray. I can clearly see it's on the picture here. I'll go through them later and compare. Another important thing, these are sharp. These actually are pointy. They are very sharp pointiness. Look at the detail on the trunk. See that? See the detail on the trunk? And something that's very important that bugged me about any other toy. Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. The trunk moves. It's got 3 points of articulation. So it can go all the way down. Scratch its elephant balls. Or it can go all the way up. It has many different poses. That's pretty much the Mammoth. Features on the Mammoth is that the head comes off. And this is the Mammoth shield. Mastodon shield, whatever. I'm gonna keep calling it the mammoth, whatever. I don't know. I know it's the Mastodon in English, whatever. Got the little notch in the back so that it becomes the shield. I guess it holds it. This little notch up here is for it to connect to the Tyrannosaurus's chest to become the tank mode, but I'll go through that later. Also in the instructions, this down here is the latch that goes to connect to the mammoth, and you put it away whenever you're putting it as something else. It folds. Each of these Zords has a secret hidden latch in there, or a secret peg that can fold out or be put away. Okay, so that's the mammoth head. Oh, another thing is that the mammoth head actually, it doesn't turn side to side when it's on this because it has like a triangular grip, but it does sort of tilt up and down. If I put the thing back, it kind of tilts up and down. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, so you can do it kind of like the show or go, oh, yeah, whatever. All right, now the mammoth, the mastodon, the body. When I was a kid, I still didn't understand how the mastodon became the arms, the back, until I got the toy 20 years later. I didn't know. It's basically, it splits in half down the middle and it spreads. This has a new feature. It has these little flaps that cover the exposed parts. Yeah. In this toy here, these are exposed always. So you can see the little fists in there if you can see it. You can see the fists. So what you do with these is the shoulders of the mammoth also become the shoulders of the Megazord. So you just gotta sort of fold them up. And okay, hold up. It's very delicate. Now the instructions are in Japanese except for the one part where it says carefully. Like they're all in Japanese, but there's little warnings that say carefully, and it's at this part. I can see because this is pretty flimsy. Now if this breaks off, yes, it was expensive, so I'd rather it doesn't break off, but if it does, it's not that big of a deal for me. So what you do is I think you fold it like that, and just sort of, wait, how is this going? Yeah, there you go. It folds into there. Okay, you fold it backwards like that. That's it. What do you care? You don't care. And you just fold it back in there and clip it back, and it becomes the shoulders. And then the mastodon, like I said, it cuts itself in half. Like this. Well, actually, you're supposed to lift up the leg, like, oh, girly kiss. You lift up the rear legs, open wide, and boom, look, it already looks like the shoulders. T-Rex goes here. One thing I'll point out, in the Legacy Megazord, the Toys R Us one, these parts are metal on that one. They're metal. This one, though, since it's an action figure, it actually has joints, and as you can see, the joint, you can already see this one, it has an elbow joint. So it moves. It's not just a fucking robot. It has elbow joints. These can also still move because they have to move because of the mastodon. It folds like this when it's standing up. But it also has a rotating joint. It has one rotation joint. And then last but not least, well, actually two more things. It rotates like this. When it's in Megazord mode, I think it goes here first. You put the cannons on the top. And then the Megazord sequence has been initiated, the thing is folded out, and then it goes like this. And this is what it looks like with the arms at its side. One thing I noticed is that this leg, arm, leg, whatever, it doesn't click when it goes up. It does when it goes down. This one goes both ways. Like a bisexual. Okay. Okay, so that's the mastodon. We're just going to put him away. We'll do the fist later. Mastodon. After him comes Pterodactyl. Now, this one I like, which is weird because it's the Pterodactyl. It's the lamest one. Yeah, it's the lamest one, Corey. It doesn't do shit. What did it do in the shell? All it did was fly, and occasionally it would shoot lightning. This part you can clearly see what's metal. It's the shiny part. It's actually metal. It's a mirror coat. It's totally metal. It's cold. It's nice. Also, one thing I like that's really great is that they actually painted the back. I've seen pictures of the original 1993 toy, and I don't think the back was painted. In this toy, the 20-year later release, re-release, that's the word I'm looking for, re-release, it's just gray plastic. There's nothing painted on the back. And the wings are tiny. But this one, I mean, look at that. Oh, look at that. That looks like a model. Looks like a model from the TV show. Also, the head is metal, I think. Yeah, it's metal. But look, it's actually painted. Look how sharp it is. It has sharp, pointy wings. And a sharp, pointy beak. And the best part, no fucking stickers. I didn't have to put stickers on any of this. It's actually painted in the fucking... It's actually on there. Are these stickers? No, they're painted on there. This is actually texture. These little grooves, that's actually texture, like a quarter. Looks pretty cool. It actually looks like the TV show. Okay, well, we're done with that because this shit doesn't do anything. So, after that, Pterodactyl, you got Triceratops, my boy, my favorite. The Blue Ranger, yeah! The Triceratops. Why was it my favorite? I guess because it was blue. That was my favorite color. This is great. In this box right here, the re-release, the 20th anniversary, that one has die-cast. It's metal. And the tail is metal on this one. This one, the metal is in the neck, I think, and I think the head is metal. Let's see. Maybe not. Pretty well. The neck is metal. Now, in the old original toy, these things were huge. The legs were fucking huge. But in none of the toys, not this one, not the original one, not this one either, do they have real treads. These treads do not move. It's just plastic. However, as you can see how sleek it is in the front, in the bottom, and the sides, it actually can spread apart and become bigger. Oh shit, it just got bigger. Look at that, it had hidden vents in here. Another interesting, although I don't know if quite necessary, is the treads pop up. They pop out to make it more like the show, because it does look more like a tank. The tail. In this one I said it's metal. This part's metal, but it's a solid metal piece. This, at least, it moves. The gun, the tail actually moves. I'm not actually sure which way it's supposed to go, but it moves. I don't remember any episode. I mean, I do remember seeing it use this gun, but rarely. I can't remember an episode where it did that. But it floods in, and again, no stickers. The head, interestingly enough, it turns. It actually turns 360 degrees. If I can just get it, there we go. 360. It turns all the way around. That's cool. I like that. It bends. It can bend down, look up a little. And of course, the neck has to go up because it's the Megazord, so it's a little hard because it's metal and it's heavy. It becomes a foot. It becomes a left boot. Also, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this has it's like a socket in there. It's on a sort of a ball socket where it can be angled just a little bit. So, like if it needs to be rebalanced. The mouth also opens, but it's really, really hard to get because there's no like. So I can't get it open, but it does open. I've seen it open. But the best part about this is the most. I mean, I don't remember any episode where it did this, but I do know it did this. The fucking horns, which are not metal, they're just plastic, but they're full plastic. Like they're all plastic around. There's no hollow spots. It's not cheap where it's like a McDonald's toy where you can see exposed plastic and molding. Fucking horns come off, and they got a chain on them. Oh shit! They both do, and they're not even attached. They both come out. Look at it. The horns come out. It's like in the show. It's not a really long chain, but it's pretty fucking awesome. And they don't retract. You kind of just sort of have to let gravity do it. And they can get tangled. Just give them a little bit of a wiggle and a yank, and they'll come out. Because I think they're in separate chambers, so they don't ever touch each other on the inside. That is so cool. Like no other toys ever did that. No other Megazord toy, to my knowledge, ever did that. Okay, and that's pretty much it for Trike. Now we have Sabretooth, which unfortunately for me, when I took it out of the packaging, the other tooth fell off. It's in the box here though. Came out. But they're on like a dual, they're on an axle. So like when you turn one, the other one will turn. See? Teeth can go down or up. Okay, this one, according to the instructions, the metal is in the foot claws, and I can feel it, they are cold. The legs are not, and the tail is not, the fangs are not, but the neck is. Oh, the mouth opens. The mouth opens. Mouth opens. That's important. Okay. The head turns, but it doesn't turn 360. It's not as good as the TRICERATOPS. Nothing's as good as the TRICERATOPS. It does turn a little bit left and right, and a little bit rotating, and a little bit up and down. But that's it. The legs, however, are what's important. The legs do move. The legs move. They have three joints, 3 points of articulation. Here's the shoulder joint, which is the round, up and down joint. I guess it's the elbow joint. Go all the way up that way. This is, let's see, how far does it go? That is as far as it goes up. That is as far as it goes down. And then the ankle, the foot, which goes like that, or like that. Cats can't do this, can they? Cats' legs don't go like this. They don't have knees in the front. Their knees are always like this. The back legs are actually a pain in the ass. They're very stiff on this one. The right leg is stiff. The left leg's not too bad, so I'm just going to show the left leg. Now, the left leg, or the legs, have also 3 points of articulation, but not as much as the other one. Oh, this is metal. This part right here. The hip joint, I guess, is the metal. Well, here, take a look at the bottom. Now, also, these are not wheels. Sadly, they are not real wheels. They're just painted. They don't spin. Neither do the ones in here. They don't spin either. That's as far as it goes out. And this is the knee joint right here. And that's as far as it goes up. As far as it goes back. And the foot, the ankle, that's as far as it goes. And that's as far as it goes. Let's see. It looks like a cat, I guess. The tooth fell off again. Tail. Now the tail is actually a bit of a pain in the ass to get out. There it goes. Okay, so that's the tail. Just like in the show, it's the cannon node. And then it comes up. And then this feature is it slides to extend, I guess. So that's basically the Sabretooth Zord Nothing else about it other than the neck, of course. Bends all the way up. It's a lot easier than the Triceratops because it's easier to grip on. Becomes the right leg, right boot. And last is the Tyrannosaurus, the main man, the Tyrannosaurus. This is the most articulate, I guess is the word, of all of them. Because look at this. Oh shit, we got Nicki Minaj up in here. Yeah. Nicki Minaj. What? Oh, his body turns too? What? Yeah. He actually has spread legs. Look at that. Look at his fucking legs. Legs go all the way out. And they spin. Look. He's freaking sitting in. Look. Oh my god, you know what? Look at this. Look at this. Oh, shit, he's meditating. Oh, Rangers! You must observe the viewing globe. Let's fold it back. Also, an interesting note is the thighs can separate a little bit. They sort of slide, as you can see. Watch this. They just sort of slide out. See? They slide a little to the left. Slide a little to the right. Let's go wider because some guys got huge. No, I'm kidding. It's for when the Zords are on the knees. It's free. Because these things are really thick. In this one, the metal is in the the hips are metal. The Legacy Megazord, the entire leg is metal. But this one is just the hips and the toes. Also, for some reason, the toes can come off. And yeah, hear that? How heavy that is? It's metal. Now the arms, in every other Megazord toy, it's usually the arms just do one movement. This. That's it. Just that. They go out and they come back up. Well, this one says screw that, and the arms can actually spread. Not a lot, but they can spread. Okay, that was anticlimactic. Oh, there it goes. It has actually 4 joints. Do this one. Like, hi. Okay, it actually has 4 joints of articulation. It has one. It has the wrist. The wrist goes up and down. Sadly, though, it does not twist. It does not spin. The thumb also opens independently of the fingers. So that's a thing. Then we have the elbow. The elbow joint. The elbow is actually a dual joint. You see the little bridge in there? It's got the extended range thing where you can bend it at the joint like that. You can bend it even further. It just sort of comes out. It's got like a curved joint in there. And that's the 4th joint. So the shoulders move, 1. This curved joint in there, 2. The elbow joint, 3. And the wrist, 4. 4 joints. And they just sort of rest right here, like this. And it's like it's putting on a bib, you know, like, ooh, what am I gonna eat? I'm a vegetarian. No, tail. Tail actually moves. Look at that. See, it moves. It's not insane. It doesn't move side to side. It doesn't spin anywhere. It just goes down as far down as it goes. Also, the end folds off like that. Interestingly enough, this one up here, the Legacy one, does not have a tip that folds off. But I do recall having the Tyrannosaurus Zord that I got from, I think, my neighbor, Albert. I think he gave it to me. It was just the Tyrannosaurus. He said he found it at a garage sale or something. And it was missing the tip of the tail, and it had this little hinge there. So I guess the original 1993 one could do that, but the reissue, whatever, it's just a solid piece. It's shaped like this. Also, this little notch right here is the hidden switch in this one. Well, one of like 5 hidden switches. I wouldn't even noticed it if I didn't look at the instructions. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know why it's even there. But look, see that? Like, it's supposed to, just be like that. See, now it's gone. It's hidden. And it's hidden so that the tail is sleek, I guess. And I shouldn't have done that because it's a bitch to get back out. There it goes. Push. It's not necessary, but I did it anyway. So yeah, the tip flips off like this, and it just sort of folds. And the base of the tail pops off of its butthole. It folds up here when it becomes Megazord. Mastodon goes here. The shoulders of the Mastodon go in here in these little clips. Oh, this one's really great, is the mouth. The mouth opens, and instead of a sticker there, like every other Megazord, it actually has the sculpted cannon thingies in there, the earthquake breath. That's what I called it. It was like it just freaking roared at the ground, and an earthquake appeared after it. And also, you can see the little Megazord. See him in there? You see him poking his eyes through, like, yo, what up? Alright, that's the guy in the suit, like, I'm ready, I'm ready. Legs. Legs, again, the legs bend at the knee. This is as far up as they go. He's doing the Russian dance. Dun, 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 dun. It's as far up as they go. They also have this little extra notch in there that lifts it up just a little more. Ooh, shit, I don't want to break it. See, it lifts just a little more above. That's when it's a Megazord. You just sort of do that, and you fold the legs down, and the Triceratops or the Sabretooth go in there, and it's in tank mode, like this. You might be wondering, like, oh, wait, how does it connect to the thing? Well, actually, it has kneecaps, and these kneecaps slide. Why? I don't really know why they need some kneecaps, but here's the ankle first. It moves up and down, no left and right. The chin guard right here folds down. Hidden switch. And what do we have in there? This is how it looks. There's a peg in here. Hidden peg. Boom. Popped it right out. You pop the shin guard back on. And that's the leg. Now it has pegs. And that's how you put the Megazord legs on. Oh, and that rattling sound, it's just the cannons. They're inside the chest piece, which is also a pain to open. It's freaking... It's like because the neck is so freaking thick, you redneck bastard. Turkey neck mother... Really? Okay, well, here's the cannon thingies that make it in tank mode and go on its back in Megazord mode. Which also, according to the instructions of both Megazords, it can be attached to the Pterodactyl to create the feet, which I never saw in Power Rangers do this, but it's got to be able to stand. So that's the thingy. It opens. There's nothing in there. It's just hollow. When it's in tank mode, the Mastodon's head goes on the chest, and the little yellow piece here has to be pulled out, and there's a little hole in there, and a little notch in the mammoth goes there. Again, no stickers. All of this is painted on. Everything, the eyes, the head, whatever these symbols are, these things right here, all of them were already there. These aren't even stickers. These are all painted on here, which I love. No stickers. I hate having to put fucking stickers on. Okay, well, let's make the tank mode.